How to create a stripe pattern in Krita. Really quick and easy, PC or Mac. What you need to do, create a document, File and New, and then go here, 3600 and 500. I want to make the height fairly small. Click Create. Now I'm going to use a selection. So just go up here to the selection tool, use this, and I'm just going to, before I do that, let's just make certain I can see all of this image. Then go for the selection tool and then create a selection. Now I'm just going to create it above, doesn't particularly matter. And I've got that. The reason I want my stripes to be applied just to this area. So filter and then go down here to start GMIC QT. So select that and you can see I'm using this one, arrays and tiles, array random colors. Now I've maxed it out 20. Unfortunately, that is the maximum. That is why I'm using the selection, so I can create more of these lines. And I'm setting this to 1 and opacity to 1 as well. And click OK. And you can see I've got that. Now I can hover over the selection. I can just drag this along. And I'm just going to place it there, just that point. So you can see it's along there. Filter, and again, reapply that last GMIC filter. So apply it again, and now just drag that along there. And you can, of course, repeat this. You could maybe create it much longer if you want, perfectly reasonable. Let's go to filter and reapply it again. So I've got quite a few of these, but let's finish it all the way to the end. And I'm just going to go there, and again, go to filter and reapply GMIC. So I'm happy with that. Select and deselect. With this selection now, let's just move this layers out of the way. I don't particularly need that. Not certain why that's done that. So let's just undo that. It's very strange. Now this is possible. Yes, it was just a weird issue with the memory. Okay, I've got these stripes now. And what I can do, I can then turn this into a pattern. But I need to save it to a file format. So File, and then go down to Export. File and Export. And I'm going to save it to a PNG format. So there's PNG. PNG, I'm just going to go and overwrite this one. So save and yes. And it will ask you a few questions. I'm just going to go with all the settings here and click OK. Next thing to do, let's go to another document, File and New. And this time I'm going to make it slightly bigger. So 3600 this time. Obviously make it a square. Don't have to be a square. And click Create again. Then go to Layer, and I want to add a pattern layer. Now it's not called a pattern layer here. It would be nice if it was, but Layer and New, and go down here, and you can see you've got a number of different ones here. And you can go here to Add Fill Layer. That's what you need, not the file layer, but fill layer. So fill layer, and the default is color. You can go for gradient, multi-grid, pattern, and so on. This is the one I want, pattern. And you can see the pattern I had earlier. But to save the pattern you've got from this file, the one I've just created, go here and import resource. So click there and then select the file, 1.png, and you can see the file there. Click open and yes, just do it. Yes, overwrite it, please. Okay, so I've got that now. I can now select that one and you can see straight away it's applied there. Click OK. Now I could undo this. Let's just undo that and do exact same. Layer, New, and then down to Add Fill Layer because it's still there. Again, it goes unfortunately back to color. It would be nice if it stayed a pattern, but it doesn't. And you can go and click here. You'll notice there's also an option here for transform. Now transform's pretty decent. It's got a few features, some really good ones like shear. But you can also rotate it. So let's just change the rotation. And you can go for other things such as scale. Let's go for this and maybe make it 50. And once you've done that, you go there and maybe go for shear. Let's just change that shear. So you can just tweak it in all kinds of ways and click OK. And there you have it. Very quickly, a wonderful stripe pattern in Krita. Now, of course, you can also recolor this using all the various filter tools. You can also manipulate it as well. So you've got here, you go start this again, maybe use some of the distorts to distort it a bit as well. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions about the fill layer, also about patterns, saving the patterns, all those sort of things, please put in the comments below. Always great to hear from you. Also, a like or dislike, and also please subscribe to the Krita channel as well. Be really great.